Hey everybody, welcome back to the Budget Bladesman, and the blade we're going to be looking at today is the Honey Badger by Ultratech, and this is actually imported by Western Active. So we'll open this up. You can see there, give you if you join the VIP club, you get a 15% off coupon. You can see right here, Western Active. Get that out. This is your your information on it. Really nice foam cutout. You can see your adjustment tool there. We'll pull this out. Get all this out of the way. All right, use that card. Let's see if we can do it on camera here. You can middle flick it. You can, I can't quite get it with the thumb on the camera, but you can thumb flick it, and of course it does have the flipper tab. So let's open it up and go over the specs. So again, this is we're calling it Western Active because that's the name, even though it does say, I believe, Ultratech on the box. It does say Ultratech on the clip as well, so it's kind of confusing. But if you look up Western Active, that's where you can find the knife. So the overall length is 6.62 inches. The blade length there is 2.875 inches. It is a little bit thicker for being a small knife. This is the small version. There are a few different versions. We'll go over it towards the end. You can see right there. And that's 0.13 on the thickness. So we are looking at 8CR13 MOV. If we flip it over there, you can see 8CR13. It is a satin finish. It kind of does have a little bit of reflectivity right there. And so we are looking at a flat ground blade, and it's a drop point. It is FRN on the handles, and it is a liner lock. You can see right there, there's a lock with our full liners, but they are pretty light. I don't believe they have any cutouts in there, but it's still fairly light. It is made in China. It is tip up carry. And it says ambidextrous, but I don't see how you can mount it on this side. It's just the way the screws are. You can see in the top there. I don't see how this, from what I've read, it says ambidextrous, but you guys maybe can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see how that could be. It does have a nice deep pocket clip there. You can see if we bring this in, you can see on the handle, there we go. It does say Ultratech on the clip there, but like I said, it is imported by Western Active. So if you're looking up Honey Badger, you probably could put either or, but just that's how I found it, is Western Active. So pop it open and bring in our comparison knives. So first we're going to bring in the Ka-Bar Dozer. You can see, like I said, this is the small version. There are a couple of other options, but right here for this one, you can see that our standard Ka-Bar Dozer is a little bit bigger overall. And if we do blade length, they're about the same. But again, the Honey Badger does have quite a bit of a cutout there, finger choil. You can see right there. If we actually let's do it the other way. You can see if we go end to end there, you can see has quite a bit of a difference as far as sharpened blade length. If we go overall blade length, they're pretty close, but sharpened blade length, there's quite a bit of a difference. So let's flip those over, and then we'll bring in our Gerber flat iron, and you can see there's quite a bit of difference on that guy. If we go end to end here, significantly smaller, and these are good comparisons because they have both pretty big finger choils. You can see there's quite a bit of a difference on the blade length as well. So let's put these comparison ones away, and we'll talk a little bit about the Honey Badger here. And I'll be quite honest, I know this knife was really popular a couple years ago, and I did not like the way it looked in photos. That's why I kind of had not decided to get it. But if you actually get it in hand, it is a lot better in hand and in person than when you see it on videos. Or not videos, but on, let's see, flick, there we go. When you see it on pictures, it is a better looking knife once you get it in hand. This is a made in China knife, if I didn't say that already. But it's actually was designed in South Africa, I believe, is what I read. So we're looking, this model, it's $32 pretty much everywhere. They do have a couple different versions, like I said. They also have a D2, and the D2 is only a couple bucks more, so you probably could just opt for the D2. So you're looking probably about $34, $35. But they do have a couple different sizes. This, again, is the small. The medium has a blade length of 3¼ inches, and the large has a 3.65. So kind of different flavors for whatever you like. You know, if you really like a bigger knife, then that probably is going to be the way you want to go. They do have a couple different designs. They have a hawkbill, which, if you guys know, is the big curve. And they also have what they call a Warren cleaver. I don't know that it's really a cleaver, so to speak. I think it's more Wharncliffe. It doesn't really have, you know, the drop point of a cleaver, or the drop edge, a hard edge like this cleaver does. It's more of kind of a softer, so I would say it's more of just a straight Wharncliffe, but they call it a Wharncleaver. And on their serrated, when they have a serrated, it's a full serration, so the entire blade's serrated. So they are pretty wicked looking on those hawkbills, because it's, you know, a giant curve with a full serration. And again, I know this knife was really popular a couple years ago, and like I said, the reason I never had gotten it is because this in pictures doesn't look great, but once you get it in the hand, it's pretty cool. You know, it's a good little knife, really nice looking. Like I said, you got a really high shine, even though this is a satin finish, a real high shine on the blade. Good little pocket knife. You know, it sits really deep in the shorts. Actually, let's get those out and you can see. So we'll pull our shorts out here and get those in. A little trouble here. There we go. You can see pretty much disappears in the pocket. You don't really see any knife. So that's a good thing. We'll flip that around real quick. See if we put our hand in there, and since this is a small, you have tons of room. Your front pocket or multi-tool, or whatever the case may be. Pull out the inside here. Again, knife's over here, so this is the end of the knife. You will see you do feel that flipper tab just a little bit, but for the most part you have a ton of room in that pocket. So open this back boy back up. So I say this is a really good option, everyday carry option, you know, your EDC stuff. You know, it falls right in our range at $32, and I said the D2 is just a tad bit more, about $34, $35, I believe. And that's pretty much everywhere you look. And like I said, they do have different blade styles for whatever you're looking for. I believe they come in blue, like a desert tan. I think those are the main colors, of course, black here. So it's not a whole lot of variety on the colors. I believe maybe a yellow, if I'm thinking correctly. But it is kind of a good solid knife, you know, if you want one of those made in China, you know, flipper. This isn't a bad option. Again, you get that forward finger control, so you really get good grip on it. It does have the serrations on the top, so basically right where you lock up. Feels really good in hand. It's a nice little knife. It would be one I definitely recommend. So, like I said, if you're like me and you didn't really like the way that it looks, that honeycomb pattern on the handle, it's actually not as bad as you think when you get it in hand. So it's a good solid knife. I really do enjoy it. I think if you guys are looking for something in this size range, you won't be disappointed by it. Alright guys, so thanks for stopping by. We'll check you next time.